The first warning came through subspace channels at 0347 Galactic Standard Time. Admiral Kane watched the holographic display with growing unease as reports flooded in from the outer colonies. The Vex Collective had struck without provocation, reducing 3 peaceful mining settlements to ash and vapor. Casualties? Kane asked his communications officer. 12,000 confirmed dead, sir. No survivors from New Geneva, Port Madison, or Haven Ridge. The bridge fell silent except for the steady hum of the ship's engines. Kane had served in the Terran Defense Force for 30 years, through border skirmishes and trade disputes, but nothing like this. The galaxy had enjoyed relative peace for nearly 2 centuries, with humanity playing the role of mediator between fractious alien species. The Vex Collective was different. They had emerged from the galactic rim 18 months ago, their sleek black vessels cutting through space like predatory fish. Diplomatic overtures were met with silence. Trade offers were ignored. Warning beacons around their territory were systematically destroyed. Now they had crossed the line. Sir, incoming transmission from Earth Command, the communications officer announced. President Ellis appeared on the main screen, her expression grim. Behind her, Kane could see the emergency session of the Global Defense Council in heated discussion. Admiral, I'm authorizing Protocol 7. You have full discretionary powers to respond to this act of aggression. Kane felt a chill run down his spine. Protocol 7 hadn't been invoked since the colony wars 300 years ago. It essentially removed all restrictions on military action. Understood, Madam President. We'll make them regret this decision. Within hours, the galaxy watched in amazement as humanity's true military capacity revealed itself. The Terran Defense Force, which most species had dismissed as a glorified peacekeeping outfit, transformed overnight. Reserve fleets that hadn't been seen in decades emerged from hidden bases throughout human space. Captain Rodriguez commanded the first response fleet to reach Vex territory. His flagship, the Relentless, led 47 vessels toward the enemy's forward staging area. The crew was eager for payback, their faces set with determination that hadn't been seen since humanity's expansion wars. Contact on sensors, Captain. 3 Vex destroyers moving to intercept. Rodriguez smiled coldly. Battle stations. Let's show them what happens when you wake a sleeping giant. The engagement lasted 18 minutes. When it ended, 3 Vex ships drifted as expanding clouds of debris while the human fleet pressed deeper into enemy territory. Word of the victory spread quickly through human space, igniting a fire that had long remained dormant. On Mars, the massive shipyards that had been producing cargo haulers and civilian transports retooled their assembly lines. Within weeks, sleek, new warships rolled off production lines at a pace that stunned galactic observers. The industrial capacity that humanity had dedicated to peaceful pursuits was redirected toward a single goal, making the Vex pay for their mistake. The alien species of the Galactic Council watched these developments with growing unease. Ambassador Thylon of the peaceful Delaney Republic requested an emergency session. Honored colleagues, Thylon addressed the assembly. Humanity's response concerns us all. Their industrial output has tripled in mere weeks. Their military buildup exceeds anything we've seen in centuries. Ambassador Brooks, representing Earth, stood calmly at the human podium. The Vex chose to murder innocent civilians. They believed humanity was soft, divided, weak. They were wrong. But surely proportional response, another delegate began. Proportional? Brooks interrupted. They committed genocide. Our response will ensure they never do so again. The war that followed became known as the Vex Purge. Human forces swept through enemy territory with methodical precision, dismantling every Vex installation they encountered. The aliens' advanced technology proved insufficient against humanity's industrial might and tactical adaptability. General Hayes commanded the final assault on the Vex homeworld. His forces surrounded the planet while massive siege platforms moved into position. The Vex leadership, facing annihilation, finally agreed to communicate. The alien commander appeared on screen, its crystalline features betraying what might have been fear. We did not understand. Your species appeared docile, focused on commerce and diplomacy. Hayes leaned forward, his voice carrying the weight of 12,000 dead colonists. That was our choice, not our nature. You reminded us who we really are. The surrender came 3 days later. The Vex Collective ceased to exist as a political entity, their remaining population relocated to supervised colonies under human oversight. The speed and thoroughness of their defeat sent shockwaves throughout the galaxy. In the aftermath, humanity's role in galactic affairs changed forever. No longer were they seen as mere mediators or traders. The gentle giants who had spent centuries building bridges between species had revealed the iron beneath their velvet glove. Admiral Kane, now promoted to Supreme Commander of Terran Forces, addressed the Galactic Council 6 months after the war's end. For 2 centuries, we chose peace because we valued life above conquest. We chose diplomacy because we believed in cooperation over domination. The Vex mistook our restraint for weakness. They learned otherwise. He paused, surveying the assembled delegates from dozens of species. Let this serve as notice to all who would threaten innocent lives. Humanity's capacity for peace is matched only by our capacity for war. We sincerely hope no one else requires such an educational experience. The galaxy had indeed learned. Humanity returned to their peaceful pursuits, but everyone understood the lesson the Vex had taught through their destruction. Sometimes the most dangerous enemy is the one who chooses not to fight until they have no other choice.